It's a long way from Hollywood Boulevard to Billington Road in Burnley. But Tinseltown owes a debt to Textiletown. The stars on the red carpet for the Oscars may not know it, but the films they are celebrating were recorded on machines made in the former cotton town of Burnley. Around 70% of those shortlisted for the Best Picture award used equipment made by AMS Neve. It's a classic British technology business, started in a teenager's attic. Mark Crabtree, founder and managing director, has 2 Oscars himself for engineering excellence. He began making his own equipment for his band. By 1976, the engineering graduate had quit his day job and was making consoles full-time.
Genesis are very big users of them. Phil Collins still sends his units back to be repaired. All the established artists know the sound they can get from a Neve console, and it's something they love to record on. I think it's reasonably fair to say we have, changed the sound of music, TV and film.
Breakthroughs over the years have included digital storage, allowing the repetitive loops used by many hip-hop artists, and the first digital movie soundtrack for Titanic. Now it is working on Dolby's Atmos sound system, which aims to reproduce real-life sounds. An aeroplane noise would come from overhead, and a door closing as a character enters a room from behind. Mr. Crabtree does not just want to export Burnley's products, but its image as well. He needs skilled staff, as do the town's other businesses. When a prospective employee turned down a job because his wife would not move to Burnley, Mr. Crabtree drew up his own marketing brochure. He's now chairman of the Bondholders, a group of business people that aim to promote the place.
The company pays into a pot in order to fund promotion of the town with really first-class PR people to let people know what it's really like, as opposed to what they, in a lazy form, assume. But it's a really good quality of life here, and there are a lot of exporters around here that don't really make a lot of noise locally, but this is a very strong area for that kind of advanced technology.
The town of 89,000 has much to do. 1/5 of the population receives benefits, one of the highest rates in the country, and skill levels are below the national average. After the decline of the cotton industry in the 1960s, came job losses in manufacturing. However, almost 1/5 of the population is employed in the sector, the highest proportion of any UK city. This is the site of the former Michelin tyre factory, which closed in 2002 with a loss of almost 500 jobs. There may be weeds here, but there are also roots, a history of skilled work and innovation. Those roots are helping new companies grow quickly. BCW Engineering was founded a year after Michelin shut down, and now employs 130 people and has turnover of more than £16 million. It's building a new factory on the Michelin site and has contracts with large automotive and aerospace companies.
BCW are really committed to keeping manufacturing in the UK. We've done that by building our units within the Burnley area for one, and we're working with our customers who do have options outside the UK to ensure that we have got the competitive advantage and that therefore the work does remain in the UK. So the people that we're governed by and our customer base are committed to that, and on the strength of that then we reinvest in the area.
Around £800 million has been invested over the last few years by the state and private sector. A direct rail link to Manchester is opening, cutting journey times to one of Britain's biggest cities from 90 minutes to 45. The University of Central Lancashire has opened a campus with 1,000 students. It has some of the most advanced manufacturing facilities in the country.
I think the skills need of the local economy is still outstripping the skills that we are delivering, but we are working together to make sure that we plug that gap. And UCLan as a university has the highest number of student startup businesses which are still running successfully 2 years after commencing than any other provision in the country.
All that investment is starting to pay off. North West England was among the fastest growing regions of the UK in 2014. Burnley is creating private sector jobs and private sector companies faster than the national average, and has a group of business people with an almost patriotic zeal to ensure that continues. Andrew Bounds, Financial Times, Burnley.